Hi friends, in this session I would like to explain about calling a subprocess. First of all, I'm creating a process. Right click, go to add resources, go to process and select a process definition. I'm naming this process definition as subprocess. Open this process. First of all, why we require subprocess? In a real time, we cannot build entire logic in a single process. It's like Java code. You cannot define entire business logic in a single class. We require a lot of classes to achieve reusability and productivity. Okay, to make the logic in very simpler manner, we require more classes, and we have to call one class from another class, and we have to call one function from another function. Okay, here it is also like this. A subprocess is another class and main process is another class. You can call subprocess from main process using this subprocess activity. Now if you take this subprocess as a function, let's define this function. Okay, this function is taking two inputs. Okay, input A, input B. Click on apply. Use this transition to connect from start to end. I'm giving very simple basic logic here. There is not at all logic. I'm giving some simple addition. It is giving C. Okay, I have mapped that. Now go to input here. Now C is it's A plus B. Okay, A plus B. Okay, C is A plus B. Click on apply, close and click on apply. Save this project. Okay, this function is I have created just addition. Now I'm calling this function into main process, so that I'm defining main process. This is a main process. Click on apply. Open this main process. Now I want to call that function in this class. Right click, go to add resources, go to general activities, select call process. Okay, by using this call process activity, we can call any process. Okay, observe the configuration panel. It has 4 tabs: configuration, input, output and error output. Okay, let's go to configuration. Here we have name, description, process name and process name dynamic override, span and custom icon file. Here we have to give the name of a process. Here we have to define the description. Here we have to give process name. Now I am browsing to select the subprocess. Okay, before selecting the subprocess, let's observe the input. Here it is not displaying any input because as of now we have not called any subprocess, so it doesn't know what is the input and what is output. See the input, it is nothing. See the output, it is also nothing. Okay, let's browse the subprocess. Click on OK. Click on apply. Now see the input. It is expecting 2 values and it is giving the output. Okay, now save this project, give the input values. I'm giving 1 here and I'm giving 2. Click on apply. Now run it. Save this project and run it. Sorry. Observe, the job is created. It's a single job. Okay, let's see the input data 1 and 2 and observe output, it is 3. So we are successfully called a subprocess. Okay, go to configuration. Here we have some more options like process name dynamic override and spawn. These two are very important features which is providing by call process. A process name dynamic override is it's a dynamically we can call any process depends on the input. For example, if you want to call addition process, if you get the input 1. If you want to call subtraction process, if you get the input 2. If you want to call multiplication process, if you get the input 3. That logic you can define in this XPath. Okay, click on this. Here in XPath formula builder, you can define the logic which process to be called depends on the input. Okay, this feature with an example I have explained in other session. Okay, this is spawn. This is also very important activity. If you observe, let's run it again. Okay, a job is running. Okay, a job can be processed and it will be processed by a single thread. If a subprocess is processing, then parent process will be waiting, okay, until subprocess to be completed. Okay, let's go to subprocess, and I'm adding sleep activity here. Go to input. Here I'm mentioning 10 seconds. Click on apply. Okay, go to main and run it. Okay, now observe the main process is waiting and the subprocess is processing, because main process has to get the output from the subprocess. Okay, so that the main process will proceed to next activities. Okay, if you check this option, you will get one more option like custom ID. Here we can map this custom ID using XPath so that we can see the custom ID in administration and process context. Okay, if you check this spawn option, a separate thread will be created to handle separate process. It's like fork command in a Unix. That means creating a separate job, creating a separate process, okay, which will be handled by separate thread, and parent process cannot have access on a output of a subprocess because the parent is different and child is different. Okay, the parent process it will trigger a separate subprocess job and it will proceed to next activities, and parent process will not wait for subprocess to be completed. Okay, let's run it. Now I have selected a spawn. Now observe, the separate job is created and the parent is completed. Now the subprocess is running. It is running, but the parent is completed. Okay, now the child is also completed. Let's go to the parent. See the input. We have given A, 1 and 2. See the output. It is showing empty because the parent process cannot access the subprocess output. Okay, and it is a different job. It will be handled by different thread. And the job shared variables also, we can define a job shared variable for a job. On every job share, a copy of job shared variable will be created. If you check this spawn, a separate job will be created, and the separate job shared variable will be also created, and that variable is different and this variable is different. It's like a entire separate job. Okay, that's all with spawn. I have explained this process named dynamic override in a separate session. Please go through that. Okay, that's all with call process. Thank you for watching. Please visit mytipco.com for more important videos and interview questions. Thank you.